Hello everyone, this is Roland. Today I want to update you on some new things, new important things, new good things that will be of help to you and to many people, and continue with our topic about salvation. First I want to mention that I've been making some brand new videos, video lectures like this one, on topics like starting over. 12-part series on starting over. See, a lot of us have made a lot of mistakes in our life. In fact, we all have. At a certain point, it'd be nice to start over again. Well, you can, you know, but you need God's help. And, quite frankly, you need the meditation. You need the meditation because right now you're too caught up in your thoughts. You are in a hypnotic state and you don't even realize it. A hypnotic trance. Sometimes mild, so mild it's not even evident. But there you are. The proof of it is that you're lost in thinking, imagining, planning, scheming, worrying, thinking about what happened, what she said, what he said, what you're going to do, what you're going to eat, where you're going to go, what you're going to buy. See? Constantly lost in thoughts. Now it's like an alternative reality, but it's not reality. It's not reality, it's illusion. You're lost in the illusion. What do they say that most of the, 90% or 99% of the things that we worry about never happen anyway? Because it's just a figment of your imagination. You've heard a figment of your imagination. It's all a figment of your imagination. Thinking over and over again about what happened or what you're going to do, and planning, and it's all imagination. It never matches the real moment. You know that's true, and here's proof. Especially those of you who are parents, or anyone really, who you wanted to confront somebody about something, or point something out, okay? And then you planned in your mind what you were going to say, and you thought about how it was going to go and what you were going to say. And then when the real moment comes, if you bring forth what you had pre-planned, you fall flat on your face. It's wrong. The timing's wrong. The energy is wrong. The motivation is wrong. Everything is wrong. And it's not. And there's no love in it. There's no spontaneity in it. See? So it's doomed to fail. Okay? And you've experienced that. And you've also, when the shoe is on the other foot, when people have something planned to say to you, remember when your parents talked or authorities talked at you instead of to you? They talked at you. See? They yelled at you or made a big speech. And it was all wrong. They got it wrong. So now you see the problem with dwelling in your mind. Okay? So the alternative to that, what is the alternative? Well, the alternative is what the great mystics have found throughout history. And it's what people like Moses, Noah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Enoch, Elijah, Christ, Paul, John. It's like people like that. Ruth, see? And Mary Magdalene after she got better. See, she got better. She was like so many of us. She had made mistakes, a lot of mistakes. Christ forgave. She loved Christ. You know why? Because he didn't use her. All she knew was men who were users. And here was a man who didn't take advantage, didn't use her. Just told the truth. Didn't judge her either. He didn't judge her. He saw her errors, but he didn't judge her. See, so she saw true love for the first time. She responded to that and she got better. And then she walked in the present. See, you need to walk. Remember, it said in the Bible that I think they said Noah walked with God. Okay, and someone else was a friend of God. I always mix them up. I think it was Noah and Enoch. One of them was a friend of God. One of them was said to walk with God. It's the same idea. They lived in the light, in the present. See, not in their imagination. They lived in reality. They loved reality, and they loved God. And that's where you find God. When you come out of your imagination, you find Him. What happens when you come out of your imagination? Lost in your, whatever you're lost in. Plus you get lost in things like video games or work or trivia or texting, you find something to get lost in. What happens when all of those things are gone and you have and there's nothing on the horizon to look forward to, and you don't have anything to text, and see, then what? Then reality, you begin to feel anxiety as reality begins to dawn. See? Well, that's good, because you're experiencing reality. The only problem is you've never wanted to experience reality. You wanted to escape from anxiety into the comforting, velvety darkness of the imagination. But you know who consoles you down there, and who distracts you, and ultimately who tortures you down there? It's the guy with the horns. See, that's who you're going to eventually find in your imagination, in your thoughts, in the thought stream. So you got to come back to reality, okay? So anyway, starting over. I talk about starting over. Some important aspects of it, like letting go of grudges, using the meditation, so on, okay? So these videos, I call them Shedding Shackles. Shedding Shackles. I have a new website, Shedding Shackles, and these videos. So what you have to do is look at the little description underneath this video. When you go to YouTube, you'll see the little description, and then it'll have the link to it, okay, to the Shedding Shackles website and the Shedding Shackles videos. Okay, now I even put it on my Talk to a Pastor blog. If you go to my Talk to a Pastor blog, then it's up at the top. Okay. If you go to talktoapastor.org, then it's not there yet. I'm going to put it there. Right now, it's the Talk to a Pastor videos. So if you go to sheddingshackles.com or my Talk to a Pastor blog, then you'll be able to click on the link, and I think you'll be delighted. I also have some video lectures about food, understanding food. See, a lot of people have food issues. A lot of people are struggling with weight, okay, or with other food issues. And then substances, for example, pills and substances and drugs, those are types of food, aren't they? Tobacco, see, alcohol, those are all things that you ingest to put in your mouth. So a lot of people have issues revolving around all of those things, including food. In fact, everyone has issues around food, because food was present in the Garden of Eden when the human race fell. It was the eating of food. And to this day, food has that curse associated with it. It lowers our consciousness, lowers our aware, lowers us in, gets you into the dream stream. So you float away with your food, float away with your thoughts and your imagination. But you're floating away from reality, and you're floating away from God, actually. Okay? But you don't know that. You don't know that. So, this is not blame. No one's blaming you. It's just something you need to know, to be aware of. Okay? So that's basically what I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say in this video. And so go to sheddingshackles.com. and watch some of the new YouTube videos. I think you'll find them very enlightening, okay, and fun, and informative, and helpful. Especially if you just want to get started. You're just getting started. See, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're willing to admit some things. You see that you've messed up, but you don't know how to, and you have issues, but you don't know how to make yourself better. You don't know how to stop messing up. See? So, but you do want to stop, but you see that you can't. You've always tried to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make yourself better somehow, but it doesn't work. It's just another ego trip. Okay? It's another way of avoiding the light of reality, the humbling light of reality. In the light of reality, you see your own helplessness. You see your powerlessness. You see your lack. You see your lack of love. So what you have to do is find a way where you can see that you don't have love. See that you don't have understanding. See that you don't have patience. Admit it. It's painful to see. But it's only painful to the ego that always wants to be right and never wrong. It's only painful to the ego that doesn't want to admit it's wrong. See, it's painful to the ego who wants to be God, play God. Okay? When you have a change of heart about that, when you're willing to see that you're wrong, okay, and regret what you see about yourself, and see that you can't change yourself, but just see it, and it's a bit painful, okay, but the pain doesn't last forever, it lasts a little while, because you're seeing it in God's light. See, when you come out of your daydreams, out of the thought stream, into reality, there's God's light. And in God's light, you see your own wrong. Okay? And if you don't resent the light and resist it, and you don't try to escape from it, but you just bear it, bear seeing your own wrong, okay, then God relieves you of the burden. He takes the burden upon himself. And then you see that you're forgiven. Okay? And you see that you've always struggled with your own issues and tried to save yourself, and now you just see, let go and let God. And maybe cry a tear or two. See? And then you're better. And then joy returns. And the sky is blue and the birds are singing and the sun is shining. And you wipe the tears from your eyes and wash your face and go out in the world, okay, a bit sobered, a bit chastened. Okay. Now as a regular person, instead of trying to be this high and mighty person going around judging everybody and meddling in everybody's affairs and making a big mess out of everything, driving some people away, fooling others, you could just become a regular person. Go out in the world and stop hating people, stop judging them, stop trying to do something to them, stop wanting something from them. See, what you will find is love from God within. Then you won't need the love of the world. Okay? You'll find love from God. Then you can be a better mom, better dad, see, better neighbor, better anything. Okay? And it doesn't take effort either. Just a change of attitude and with a little help from the meditation. My name is Roland.